Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains, Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit. He starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. You could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do that.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing forcing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First play of this drive was a big one. Now the 4th play, pretty big too. It's 3rd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They're going to run it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Brown will throw it. using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now in how to stop these types of plays.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Going up top on first down. Pass on the way. It's kicked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
All kinds of running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the outside.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The is back on the field, ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go to the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
3rd down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? Do I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's got it. Oh, it's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. You just saw it right there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Lofts one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time on target. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They'll immediately call timeout. UCLA. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. The Bruins send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line. From the red zone, it's Vaughn. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. Brown wants to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. He's off to... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Fast motion from the offense. Slams it ahead. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drop. He tries to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately... when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So now on comes the field goal unit.
Number 15 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Touch pass on the right. On his feet at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to...
Running toward the tape. Rams him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Running the option. It's Brown. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline and they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Brown will throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, and the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a lot of running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quickly out to the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right?
Brings it down on the right side. Afterburner's coming. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
First and goal, Stanford.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
Second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just wore out his welcome in the pocket, stayed in there way too long. A coverage sack for this defense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,